All right, no fluff, no stuff. Just straight to the point. ICMPv6, right? You got a new ICMP protocol. It does a lot of things. It is part of the IPv6 protocol. It's not a separate layer 3 protocol. It's built in, which is very good. All right, but it's built in front of as an extension header. And other things that it does, it has features that it brings, many features that it brings. And it prevents, most importantly, prevents IPv6 from doing fragmentation through the ICMP process called path MTU discovery. And there's several ICMPv6 types. Now, I can tell you this right now. As far as you in your testing environment, do you need to remember this? If you do, it will be, well, it wouldn't be bad to remember this because this is something that we deal with on a daily basis. If we get a destination unreachable, that's what we get, destination unreachable. But know that ICMPv6 type is 1, right? Echo request is 128. Echo reply is 129. Router solicitation, this is what I was talking about. Now we have router solicitations, neighbor solicitations, router advertisements, neighbor advertisements. The one thing with ICMP or with IPv6, since it's built into the protocol, when you're creating an access list, you cannot block ICMPv6. You cannot. Because if you do, you're going to block the whole, you're going to bring down IPv6 altogether. Okay? So it's kind of hard to deal with. And when we have now bring your own computer to work, right? BYOC or something like that, bring your own computer. Yeah, no. All right, or BYOD or something like that, bring your own device, whatever it is. Okay, the whole thing is that they're allowing people to bring in their home computers to the job site, to their work, and then plugging them to a network, and they have an IPv6 address. You have access lists. You have this program from Cisco called ICE that's running. Well, guess what? ICE doesn't really work well. I don't know if they've updated it so far, but let's say a year ago, they didn't support IPv6 for security purposes, and that was a big hole. All right, and when we were bringing in, everybody was able to see IPv6 addresses, and you're able to get to people and stuff like that. And if you create an access list to block ICMPv6, you're blocking the router solicitation, you're blocking the router advertisements, you're doing all this. So that becomes an issue. That becomes an issue. So your security on your network, you got to find a way around that in order to go ahead and secure IPv6 properly. Okay? Just keep that in mind. So ICMP is a very important protocol. ICMPv6, since now it's built in to the IP protocol, you cannot block that protocol. You cannot block somebody from pinging unless maybe you're doing a particular number, whatever, if the access list allows you, or the software that you have, they've updated the applications, third-party applications that you use in order to be able to be more precise what exactly they say that you want it to do in version 6. Just a heads up. Nice new features with ICMPv6. Does a lot of things. Okay, IPv6 itself. Now you have something called DAD, duplicate address detection. When it goes out, right, doing its neighbor or its router advertisement or neighbor advertisement, it says, hey, is this address on the network? Oh, okay, no, it isn't. Awesome. So it comes back and lets you know, hey, it's cool to assign this IP address. Nobody has it. It goes out together with that. So that's the whole thing. You cannot block this router advertisement, this neighbor advertisement. And router advertisements are done by default. So yeah, there's a big hole in IPv6. So be very careful now with ICMPv6. Good features, but security hole at the same time. So make sure that when you are turning into IPv6, you take that into consideration for your security purposes. I'll see you in the next.